You might be looking at this video and asking, why are you wearing pajamas and reusable eye patches while drinking Diet Coke out of a beaker? And that is because I am a grown woman with adult woman money who gets to do whatever I want. And today I want to show you how I shop on Rent the Runway. So I am currently on the Rent the Runway website. I am a pro at this website. I have rented over $200,000 worth of clothes on this website. I am a very regular, and these are the things that I currently have that you're saying, ready for something new? That is because I actually have all these items at home and I'm going to keep them in the meantime, but I am going to I'm going to add additional spots. And as I add additional spots, it's just gonna go from like 5 items I'm gonna have to maybe 8 or 9. And that's just going to be extra based off of what I pay, but it's gonna be so much cheaper than me buying literally one of these pieces. And then I get to use those spots for the rest of the month. So we're now going to go to vacations. So I leave on the 30th. So I'm giving myself enough time to get these just in case. And you have options of also doing temporary rentals where you can do a 4-day rental or an 8-day rental. My thing is that because I am going to somewhere very tropical and I live in Southern California, there's a possibility I'm going to want to extend the time I rent these. So I'm just gonna add those onto my membership. That and one of the skirts that you were seeing earlier are something that I absolutely am going to wear. Now, you might be wondering, well, how do you know everything's gonna fit you? The way that Rent the Runway works, the way that RTR, we're calling it R2R. The way that RTR works is they actually will go to brands who sell these clothes. They will say, hey, will you actually make us clothes in our size chart? So you're kind of running off of their size chart. It does take a little trial and error in the beginning, but once you find your actual size, you're pretty much stuck to it. So I range from a 0 to a 2, and on things that run small, and I'll show you more about that later, I will actually go for a 4. And that's just because I know what I'm used to and what I actually like. So now that I have that, we're now gonna go to beachside because I am going to the beach. So we're just gonna go through and see if there's anything instantly where I'm like, yes, I love that. You know what's so funny is that, like, as someone who doesn't wear a lot of color, I feel like I'm constantly trying to incorporate color, and the moment I see it, it's actually like intimidating. This model is very beautiful. I also love this brand. Okay, I love that bag. We're gonna look at that bag. The one great thing about renting bags is that you get a lot of variety, and I always put inserts in them, so I'm never really worried about damaging anything inside the bag. But my favorite thing about it is it gives you so much variety. Bags can be such a statement piece, and I love the fact that they always have the styled ones because those are really cute, but they're really trendy. And I always am worried that it's going to not age well because it's beaded, and this gives me an opportunity to try them out without committing to them. Wow, they have a lot of beach-inspired stuff. I also like that bag. I mean, I like that bag, but I know that is not gonna work with my color palette as much. Okay, we have to actually make sure that I'm scrolling for oh yeah, it's in stock only. Let's just speed through these. I rented this dress and I loved it. And occasionally you will get things on here that you can only get through Rent the Runway. That's also very cute. My favorite thing about going right now is that no one else is renting summer stuff because the rest of the world it's getting colder, but in California and in Hawaii, you still get to wear your fun warm weather stuff. So let's check out that skirt. That's cute. So basically what I'm doing is that you can see all of the tags I'm going through. And I'm going to decide which ones I like and I want to rent, and which will make it easier for me. That's really cute. That looks like, I own a lot of black dresses. I truly do not need another one, but that one, I like the drop waist. I rented this. It was actually like quite flattering. I'm someone who tends to really need a cinched in waist. And this was very subtly cinched in. It was really, really cute. This is very Ariana Grande coded. I don't know how to describe it, but it is. That's cute. So I'm basically just giving myself a huge arsenal and a lot of variety to pick from as I'm going through. And a lot of these pieces are really expensive. Even the Stod bag, that's like $350. I love the Beach Bum bag, that's adorable. Yeah, but I'm going with my parents, so I don't exactly want to have, oh yeah, they do sunglasses. Like there are a pair of Gucci sunglasses I want to see if I can rent. This dress for sure. And I'm just going through and just basically opening things and being like, oh, I know what I want. I definitely know what I'm interested in. And you are just like grabbing a bunch, and as you go through, you can like summarize it or consolidate. I'm actually gonna go to my hearts. So my hearts are basically all the things I've gone through and favorited. And we're gonna go vacation, and then we're gonna go weather, and we're gonna go to warm. I love how like warm and cold and year round are so very different. Like just the amount. So I'm gonna go through my favorites, be like, oh, I really wanted to try that dress. Do you like that skirt? I only think I'd like that skirt if I could also get that top. That's cool. This is really, like, vacation's truly a time where you get to like try a bunch of things. I feel like that's cute, but it's like a little bit more of a family trip, but we're gonna look at it anyways because who cares? Okay, so now I have all of these tabs open. I'm gonna consolidate to my favorites, and here's how I find them out. I'm going through each one and I'm going to actually read reviews. All right, so one of my favorite things about it is that they will tell you the fit. It runs small, it's true to size, it runs large. I really like this. Yeah, it's really pretty. But what I'd like to go for is I like to go, and you could do it by featured, but let's filter it by size. So I'm filtering it by 2, which is my size. And the top runs a little tight. I'd probably wear the same size because it is strapless, zips in the back. This isn't a problem for me because I just wear nipple stickies. No stretch, love the dress. But size up 1 to 2 sizes. And this is Mage. Mage is truly like one of my favorite brands. And my favorite thing is you actually get to read people's reviews, see photos, and these women are really pretty. Form-fitting. Yeah, I feel like the thing that I want to look for is that I'm a short woman, so I'm actually going to be looking for reviews from shorter women. So this one's 5'4". Let's see, she's 5'6", 5'6". I feel like everyone is 5'4". It looks good on her too. I really want to find someone who is like 5'2". 5'2". She has a little bit of a heel on, which I could easily do. She wore it 7 months pregnant, so that probably affected the way it fits. 5'2". Yeah, it looks fantastic on her. True to size, amazing. Man, I keep going for things that pregnant women like to wear. Wait, that's actually very cool the way she styled that. See, I actually will like go through and I actually like get inspired by other women and what they wear. And like this woman nailed it. That is an interesting way and an awesome way to do it. I'm always a little worried about wearing a drop waist. I haven't done it for a really long time, but this is really pretty. She's very pretty. I like it. It is fun and different. I love the way that that was posed because it looks so natural. Okay, so as I've gone through, something that I also like to do is look at, sort by the newest rating. The slit goes all the way. Yeah, see, I just find that very difficult to style. So here are the 4 things that I ended up deciding on, and out of all of these, I'm the least excited about the green one. I mean, it's cute, but it's just like a little too neon for me. Like I like color, I like introducing it to my color palette. I just don't think that this is going to fit nearly as well with me as the other ones. I don't know, I really like all of them though. I think I am the least comfortable with this drop waist one though. I want all of these, to be quite honest. We're just gonna not do that one. And now that we're done, it is going to cost me total to upgrade my account for a total of 1 month for extra 3 slots, $81, because I am doing it for the entire month. And also that is a third of a cost of majority of one of these dresses. Also, it's just so pretty. And it's gonna get here several days before. So I'm actually really happy I didn't do bags. I normally do bags. Actually, majority of my bags are rented and I'm really excited, but it's gonna be, hopefully it's really, really pretty. Majority of the time I do rent bags and accessories. I have done earrings, but someone like me, I prefer really delicate jewelry. I like a bold statement occasionally, but since I've been wearing it, it just feels like I'm working against myself. Like I think when it comes to jewelry and when it comes to being bold in certain ways, I just don't think that's the way that's going to fit me or my like personality or my appearance that much. So I'm really happy with my selection. I just checked out. If you are interested in seeing how they fit me, follow me because I'm actually gonna be posting those on Shorts and on Instagram, which I will link down below. I'm really excited to get these and wear these. A lot of times I've actually put in the hotel's address and actually picked up the bag from the hotel directly, and it just saves me a ton of money. And also people think I am extremely well dressed and I have an unlimited budget, which is not true. My budget pretty much limits to me to a few champagne bottles a month. I know where my priorities are. And I also feel like now that I'm looking at this, the reusable eye patches are very on brand with this because I don't feel as bad environmentally as getting something I'm going to wear a few times and then return and someone else is getting to use it versus wearing it once and then not wearing again, basically a one and done kind of deal. I want things that I'm bringing into my life permanently. I want those to be worth the time, worth the effort, worth the money. Yeah, and if you have any questions about Rent the Runway, I will respond to every single comment down below because Rent the Runway is truly my jam. I have worn it. I have worn a lot of these. I've been wearing almost exclusively Rent the Runway when I go into the office, which I do 5 days a week. It works for so many occasions, but it's something that I've used. I've yet to use a rental service as good. I used to have Nuuly, and I could try it again if people are interested, but for the most part, my experience has been overwhelmingly negative with them. I'm not gonna lie. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you at the next video.